guys, it's your resident numerologist Michelle Arbeau for LotteryUSA.com. This week is really cool because we're really experiencing a lot of expansion, a lot of seeing the bigger picture, really seeing things for what they are. And sometimes that can be a little bit painful, of course, because we don't want to sometimes face the truth. But it's really what is happening right now as we head into, or as we get closer to, the new year, which is really all about fast-paced, high change, authenticity. So we really are stripping the veil, stripping the layers, really getting to the core as we move along in this fall change energy. We're really getting to the heart of what really truly matters in our life. And that can be, like I say, you know, cleaning out the clutter. You have to rehash some things. You have to look at things yet again from a different angle to see if they work for you still, or you need to get rid of them. So some signs will experience a little bit more turbulence than others. Some will take this week as more of a, you know, rearranging, exchanging energies with other people, that kind of thing in terms of expansion. So there's all kinds of ways that the signs will be using the expansion energy, but just know that it is really kind of taking it back a notch. So we're kind of stepping back and up so that we can see all that we need to see from the greater perspective, or the bigger picture. And that's really the general gist of it. You really do need to read your sign, because I know I've been saying this for weeks now, that you really need to read your sign, but you do need to read your sign, because this fall is like no other. It really is crazy, wild, and free in terms of what we're going to expect and what we're going to experience, and it's vastly different and uniquely yours. So depending on the sign that you are, you could be vastly different from, let's say, your partner or your best friend or anyone close to you. So don't expect to be experiencing the same things at the same time, because chances are you're probably polar opposites more often than being compatible in what you're experiencing. And that's, you know, it doesn't necessarily mean that's a bad thing. It's a good thing, because we're all unique, we're all individuals, and we all have our own journey. So this is really highlighting that aspect, that we all have our own journey, we all have our life lessons to learn, and we need to get to the core of our truth in order to really learn and integrate and assimilate those experiences. So we're really revving up, guys, and there's still a little bit of time left before we exit October and into November. And I hate to say this, but November is actually going to be possibly even more fast-paced, high change, because we have double ones coming up. 11 is, you know, the 11th month, of course, has double whammy ones, and one is the number of new beginnings, it's the trailblazer, the pioneer, it is the number of verbal self-expression. So you're really going to be even, you know, speeding up from what we're doing now, which doesn't kind of seem possible, but it is going to happen. And I'm, you know, personally loving this. I'm thriving on it. I think that if we look at it from a positive perspective, it's an opportunity to grow and expand and to really advance in terms of our spiritual mind, body, and soul connection. So it is overall a positive thing. It just sometimes isn't always as comfortable as we'd like it to be. So my camera kind of did its own little thing. There, that just tells you my camera didn't even like that change energy. It tried to turn away from me. So so thank you guys for watching. And if you do have a question, we have another column that we've set up, and it's not quite set up yet, so we're in the midst of it. But if you do have a question for me, any numbers-based question, any kind of lottery-based question, relationships, career, whatever kind of question that you have that could be answered through numerology and numbers, send it to contact@LotteryUSA.com, and I'll be sure to get your questions and answer them in the next week's video. So thank you for watching this week's video, and tune in again next week for another video on LotteryUSA.com.